Hey everybody, Corey Peterson here with another Kahuna Concepts. And today I want to talk about, the little things matter in life, in business, in almost every aspect of our lives. It's not always the big macro things that really change the needle or make the difference. It's just the little things. The little things are what matter. And more importantly, when it comes to people, because we're actually in the people business. When you're looking at multifamily investing and you're trying to find deals, that's called broker relations. That's people. Little things matter. When we're out there managing properties, our staff that's our people. We interact with people that come and become our tenants. And so how we're perceived by these people it means a lot. And in that aspect, little things absolutely do matter. So one of the things that I've learned on my journey as a real estate investor is to pay attention to some of the little things. And I just want to share with you a couple concepts that I think will be really rewarding for you. So one of the first things that I believe in, and I believe in this wholeheartedly, is that handwritten thank you cards are a must. I learned this back when I was with Edward Jones as a financial advisor, and they made me do this, and I've carried that on throughout my whole career now. And what it's done for me is phenomenal, and it's impacted my business probably more than I can ever really imagine. And so what does it look like? So the problem with most people that do handwritten thank you cards, now listen, version 1, I guess, is better than version none. But when you really understand the ROI on it, you would probably want to do as I'm going to tell you, which is to step up your game, is to level up. And so what does that mean? Well, frankly, it's with your card stock, okay? So on the screen right now, you're going to be seeing my my letterhead that I use. Notice that it's, first of all, it's a very thick card stock. My brand, my logo is embezzled in as gold foil. So it's gold foil leaf that's pushed into the paper, and then it has my name. But more importantly, what it's trying to say when you look at this is that it's coming from the desk of the CEO of a company. Okay, it's not just your quick little, hey, order it on whatever website you can thank you card. That's a little small one. This one's pretty significant in size, and it looks like it's coming from an executive. Okay, people perceive you how you put yourself out there. So, listen, I think it's a little investment that goes a very, very long way. Now, the other part of setting that up is when people send these things, you've got to handwrite them. You got to handwrite what's inside, whatever the note is. And then also, you're going to, on the outside of the envelope, you've got to handwrite the address to the person. And then I think more importantly too is like the stamp, okay? Now I'm saying you can go put an American flag stamp like we all buy, but why not kind of be cool? Like, so right now I'm currently rocking Sesame Street, right? Sesame Street's my little stamp of choice. I always go to the post office and I ask them, hey, what cool stamps do you got? And I usually buy, I buy like 500-600 of them. And then I keep them, and then that's in my, so when I'm sending thank you cards, it's nothing but a cool stamp. I don't have any ugly or not cool stamps, okay? And does it matter? I don't know. I like to think it does, right? Because again, I'm trying to differentiate myself from all the other noise that's out there, okay? So it's really, really important. Now, if you want to level up from even there, and I got this from my daughter, she said, hey, Dad, why don't you wax seal the back of it, the back of the envelope? And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So as I got to my Googliness and I started Googling, wax stamps, what I found is you can go to Amazon and you get just like it's a little seal like this right here. This is my wax stamp seal. Now, when I first started, I did it wrong. I used this little thing right here to melt the wax, and it was really a pain in the butt, and it took forever. What I realized is you can buy a glue gun, just like this one right here, and you put a wax insert in it. And so you heat this thing up, you squeeze the trigger, it puts out just the amount of wax you need, and then you take your stamp and you hit it. Okay? Now, does that level up my game? Absolutely. Do I get responses when I send that type of thank you letter out? You damn well betcha, right? And that's what I'm trying to do, is because handwritten thank you cards are allowed, and what the response is I'm trying to further my relationship. And guys, here's how to know if you have a relationship with somebody or not, is can you talk about anything other than business? See, if you can't, you probably don't have a relationship. You have maybe a working business relationship, but that's not going to get you past all the noise. You've got to have a very different relationship where you can talk about cars, boats, motorcycles, friends, families, kids. You've got to talk about something completely different than real estate. And that's usually on the open. So if I'm calling somebody, we're not talking about business. We're like, how's the friends? How's the family? What's going on with your son? What's the last time you've been, out there rock crawling or shooting guns or whatever it is, guys. That is how you level up. And this is the little things that matter. So that's one. It's only one of them. Okay? Number 2 thing that changed my business is understanding the value of brand, right? Messaging, being on point with your marketing, no matter if you're in paper, if you're in print, if you're online, if you're on TV, your brand matters. And so one of the things that we've created is a branding guide. So right now on the screen, you're looking at one of our branding guides for Kahuna Wealth Builders. Okay, notice that we've got our logos, we've got our fonts. We know exactly what our fonts are. We know how our logo is displayed by itself, if it's in behind a color background. We know what we're doing with this guide, and we can give that off to graphic designers. And also our color code. So like usually there's 3 primary colors for every logo, right? And so we've got our color codes in hex, in RGB, in any other way that some type of graphic designer would need it. It's all there ready. Now, what does this do? It helps us stay consistent. Even when you have other graphic designers help create different marketing assets for you, it will help them do their job faster. Okay? And brand does matter. We bring good things to light, right? That's GE. Well, how did they do that? They did the messaging consistent, on time, and then they eventually got a reputation where people bought into it. Same thing with your brand. Your brand is just not a logo. It's how you are perceived and how you do business. And so it's very important to keep that thing consistent. Okay? Now, last thing I want to recommend in the little things that matter, and this is really a book that I truly recommend that you should read and that we implement in our business. It's called Giftology. And so what that book's about is understanding the power of gifting, right? Of giving people gifts that matter. Now, this is not like a free stupid pen that you've got your marketing brochure or something that has your logo. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with that client, that potential client, that investor, or anybody that you're wanting to maybe do business with. It's all about them. How can you give them something of value that makes them think like, wow, that was really cool. I wasn't expecting that, okay? And this book, Giftology, will teach you the art of doing that effectively and really creating not only just like good fans, but I'm talking about raving fans. So we want raving fans in our businesses. So guys, there it is. Little things really do matter. It can change the needle for you. It can change your business forever. If you guys would like to learn some other little things that will really help you grow your business, I truly recommend that you go to Kahuna Wealth Builders and opt into our free video series. Okay, our Quick Start Workshop Guide will help you show you how to find money and how to find deals. Guys, have a wonderful day. We'll see you to your journey to the top.